are doing Ibis Snowman face. How fabulous is that? So in the kit, you get an Ibis exclusive UITC vinyl. Okay, so nobody else has this snowman face except Unique in the Creek. You get a full roll of iridescent snowball or drift mesh. Now I've cut some already, so that's why my roll is a little smaller, but it is a snow drift mesh. You get this gorgeous half snowman hat. It is wired. It is fabulous. Look how beautiful this snowman hat is. Right? Look at this. This kit is going to be one unique snowman. That is for sure. So you get the hat. You get this fabulous roll of 1.5-inch metallic ribbon. And you get the full roll. It's 10 yards. I'm going to make just a simple bow for the bottom of him with this red metallic. And I kind of based it off of the hat. Zip ties. You also get a real corncob pipe. A real corncob pipe. Is this not fabulous? So in the kit is the corncob pipe as well. You get a cardboard up here. You really do just need a pair of scissors. And it's all powered by the Unique in the Creek character board. How's that for a kit, right? And this one is going to be fast. So I want to just say hello to all our people watching on YouTube. Are streaming on all 3 platforms. However, I am reading the comments, and my team is reading the comments and or questions from Facebook. So if you have a question or comment, hop over onto Facebook and they will answer you there. If not, just email us at info@uniqueinthecreek.com with your question, and it will be answered as soon as possible. All right, so now everybody's going to go to the bottom and hit that share button. I see it. It's right there. Hit that share button and just float my boat. Would ya? Please. That's all I ask for you. These kits will be on sale at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. And of course, there's a limited number. So you got to be quick. Okay. These ones are, I think I have like 200. So if you do want one, you probably can get one because it's one of the higher numbered kits that I purchased. And these hats are really, really, really hard to find. So if you're loving this when we're done, don't hesitate because you're gonna have a hard time finding the hat, and of course you'll only get the face from Unique in the Creek because this is a hand painted face. How fabulous is that? And oh, she didn't sign it. It is painted by Ibis. I didn't even realize she didn't sign it. Or maybe I scanned it out. Anyways, I don't know. Let's get started, okay? I want to show you how quick this is. 3 holes on each row. The older one has 3 holes, 2 holes, 3 holes, 2 holes. Okay? We are going to be using these 2 holes. That's really weird because I've never really done that before. But we're going to be using these 3 holes, these 2 holes. So the hole between row 1 and 2. And where is 1 and 2? It's located right here between these divoted holes in. These are called hanging holes, we call them. And these are where we're going to put our zip tie, or maybe I'll make a ribbon hanger to hang our wreath on. Okay, so there's the number 1 and number 2. And you can see that there's a circle between the holes of 1 and 2. Very, very, very easy. Okay, it's really simple. So the first thing you want to do is find your hanging holes, because that is going to be the top of your wreath. Okay, so I'm going to put the hanging holes right in front of me, right at the top, and I have glitter all over my board because I put the snowman hat on top of it. So we're going to wipe it down. There we go. We don't want glitter on our board when we're going to put our vinyl on it. So what we're going to do with the vinyl, this vinyl insert, it's UV protected and it's got a very strong adhesive on it. However, until you actually squeegee it down, is when it activates the adhesive, okay? Yes, 9:30 Eastern time is when the kits will go on sale, and we ask 1 per email, okay? So you're gonna take your image, and we're just gonna peel it right off the paper without it sticking everywhere, like mine just did. And I did that last time too. All right, and I'm gonna throw this away. And again, I got glitter. All right, so I have my 2 holes right at the top, and I am going to put my face. I like to fold it in half, because when you fold it in half, you can kind of see where the center is, and I am putting it between here and here on the holes. Now it's a bit crooked, so I'm going to take it up and move it, because I'm kind of this is the center of the board, and you can see if there's an imaginary line, I'm right in between his eyes. Okay, so you can adjust it as many times as you want until you smooth it down. Once you smooth it down, it's pretty much on there. Okay, and this will make your board and your image all one piece. So it's your sign and your wreath frame, which is pretty cool. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to smooth it out with my hand from the center to the outside. And you can hear the air coming out and everything. And there we go. Okay. So that is, you can continue on from here. I like to, however, I have a Betty Crocker rubber spatula that I use. And with the spatula, I start from the center and go out. This helps with any little teeny tiny bubbles, and it really, really makes it adhere to the board really nicely. If you don't have something like this, you can grab a debit card or credit card and put the credit card into a piece of paper towel. I thought I had one around here. And then smooth it out. Now, if you just use just the credit card, you may leave a few lines or scratches on your image. So just grab a paper towel or even toilet paper just to put in between the card and your image and smooth it out. Okay? And you're done. That is your sign and your wreath frame all in one piece. Pretty easy, eh? Okay, so next what we're going to do is we're going to preload the board. So what you're going to do is you get a packet with your kit. It has 2 pink, of course it's pink, 2 pink clothespins. You got pink wire nippers, so we're going to use for zip ties, and you got a 100 pack of 6-inch zip ties. You have plenty extra zip ties to do more projects with, because this one, like I said, is going to take time at all. All right. So what I'm going to do now, you can use the holes from here to here. So that's row 2. You can use, I'm going to use the holes from here to here. From row 1. Okay. I'm going to show you an easy way to fill up this wreath board really fast. Now, if you don't like the way it's, there are many many different ways on our YouTube channel. So if you don't like tonight's look, go over to my YouTube channel, go underneath the character board. All our YouTube videos are described as so you go under the many different types of tutorials under there. Find one that you like and you can follow that fold, okay? But this one I think is going to turn out really cute. Now we're going to just use the hanging hole here to here. Now the reason obviously I couldn't put another hole here is because actually our cooling line for the mold goes right through here. So we just decided we would just use the hanging hole as a shared hole until we put the mesh in. I'm just getting the board ready to go. Because once you get it ready to go, this is fast. You're only going to use 16 of the zip ties for this wreath. So you get 100. So you got a lot of zip ties left. I don't know why I have an 8-inch there. And I keep grabbing the 8-inch. Hello, everybody. Yes, the kits go on sale at 9:30. I should be done this by 9 o'clock. Even sooner, probably. This one's quickie. Now, obviously, you can add more to your wreath. I was thinking of adding snowflakes. You can buy really cute snowflakes at the dollar store and everything. But this is a wreath where I think less is more. So we'll see when we're done. All right, our board is prepped and ready to go. I have a short in my light. I'm going to put this aside because now I'm going to cut my mesh. What you're going to do is you're going to need 16 pieces of 20-inch length mesh. Okay, so we got a long one. Now there's 10 yards on a roll, so that's 360 inches, and we need 16 of them at 20 inches. So you have enough mesh to do 20 inches. So I cut these ones with my rotary cutter. So I have my cutting mat. I pull it out and I just cut right at the 20. There we go. However, if you do not have a cutting mat and a rotary cutter, that is no problem, because with this cardboard piece, all the cardboard pieces are 6 inches by 10 inches. Okay, we are going to use the 10-inch side to cut our mesh. And since we need 20-inch pieces, what you can do is take your cardboard, put it on top of your mesh, flip it over, and just cut your mesh like this. Okay? It'll take you a little bit longer, but if you don't have a mat and a rotary cutter, just use the cardboard and your scissors. There's a 20-inch piece. Okay, and you'll figure out how to do more. If you want to flip it a few more times, you would just cut the one end and then it'll be longer pieces. So I'll do one more like this. So you're going to put the 10-inch length on top of your mesh. Flip it over. You might want to keep, I'm near the center of the roll, so it's really curly. Take your scissors and just cut it off the roll. Okay, and then we have a 10-inch piece. So I like to keep the kits made for beginners. However, if you're advanced, you'll know how to make this wreath, add a whole bunch of extras. But if you're not, it's a good start with this kit because it is quite easy. It really is. Okay, so I'm going to finish cutting this roll. I think I only need a couple more pieces. Hello, hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. And if you wouldn't mind hitting and floating my, or like my friend Jan says, floating my boat and sending me over the falls, because I am from Niagara Falls. I live in Niagara Falls, and I was born and raised in Niagara Falls. I don't think we need any more. So you're going to cut your whole roll at 20 inches. And I have a little bit left. Alrighty. Now, don't blink, because hi, Cree, love you. This is going to go fast. Now, in your packet, you did get your wire nippers, and we're going to use these to cut the zip tie tails off. Okay? Don't use your good ribbon scissors. It will pull it really, really fast. And if you're just joining us, we are doing a snowman kit with an Ibis Wright original painting. And you get this absolutely gorgeous snowman hat. And you do get this 10-yard roll of ribbon. We're going to make a cute little bow tie for him. You also get real corncob pipe. How fabulous is that, right? I did it all for you. Okay, and we're going to need clothespins. All right, so we got our clothespins, pink, our handles, and we're going to pull our board that we've already loaded in front of us. Oh, and I have a pile of mesh. Now the mesh, like I said, if you're just joining us and you missed it, the mesh is a snowdrift mesh, it's called, and it's got iridescent sparkle in it. So our snowman is going to be glittery, because there's like no other way but bling, right? All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your 20-inch piece, and the easiest way is to take your wire nippers and hold the one end down. What I'm going to do for this wreath, it's called a woodland ruffle, okay? The woodland ruffle is kind of like the kerfuffle. Now, if you watched me before, my kerfuffle is you fold it in and you fold it in and then scrunch it. The woodland ruffle is rolled at each end and then made into a ruffle. Well, thank you for floating my boat. Yes, this is sparkly. Our snowman is going to sparkle. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll it just a little bit. Now, you need to make sure that each of your rolls are the exact same, because some people are very OCD. You can use the inner cardboard of your mesh roll to help you with your woodland ruffle. So, take your cardboard and roll it 1, 2. I say 2 when I see the things. And then pull it out. Okay? Grab your clothespin and just clothespin it together. Again, if you want to make sure they're both the same. 1, 2. Now I'm seeing my I'm seeing the line. I can see where I roll. For beginners, it's really handy to use the cardboard. Now you can roll it one more time, and I'll show you another way. Okay. So there is where I started. I'll pull this out. So I went almost 2.5. And I'll do the other side the same. Now, more experienced readers, they just kind of roll it. Because you kind of get the feel after a while. There's I can see my edge of my roll right there. And then I'm going to do about a half. That gives you. And then when you pinch it, you kind of ruffle it up, and these tubes are like this. Okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to take where you pinched it in the center. I like to kind of fold it up just to make sure that they're both sides are the same length. Take the center of it And you're going to put it right in between this zip tie and do it up. Okay, so let's keep filling it up. I'm not going to snip my zip ties until I'm actually done. Because I find every time I pick up my, am I cutting out? Hold on a second. Mitchell, I'm hardwired. My Meeble is hardwired, so I shouldn't be cutting out. Mitchell? Mitchell? Am I plugged into the internet? Then why do I keep cutting out? Sorry guys, it must just be the actual internet here. I apologize. I apologize profusely. I am hardwired right into the internet, so I don't, it's got to be the actual, I don't even know what the weather is outside. Now, what I like to do is I just roll it. I just do a couple rolls, put the clothespin on. 3, clothespin on, and then we're going to scrunch the two together. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to put it right in between the zip tie. Now I'm going to fold it up, make sure it's the same length, and it is, and do it up. Now you can go and clip your tails as you're going, and to use the wire nippers, you're just going to go straight down, because these are flat, right to the head of the, see, I'm having no interruption here, so I don't know. You go right straight down to the zip tie and clip off the tail right at the head and discard that. Okay, so this is going to fill up really fast, and that is what our snowman is going to have, a bunch of curls. You may want to do ruffles. That is totally up to you. I just thought I would do something different. Although I'm not really loving. I'm going to try a kerfuffle. We all know what a kerfuffle is. So I'm going to fold this towards the middle, around the middle line. Bring this one so it's flat instead of rolled. And then, oh, I might like this one better. So I guess it depends if you want to do curls or more of a ruffle. Let's see how it looks. Now, once you get this all in, it is going to cover all the board. I think I like the kerfuffle better. What do you guys think? This is the kerfuffle, and this is the woodland ruffle. I'm thinking I love my kerfuffle better. Yeah, me too. So I'm just going to snip these off. We got lots of zip ties. I'm not going to think I'm going to do the... But then you guys seen how that is how you do the woodland ruffle. So there is a difference between the woodland ruffle and my, per se, kerfuffle. That's what I call it. Because it rolls off the tongue so nicely. But I do like the kerfuffle better. And this is basically, these kind of techniques are basically just to hide the fray. I know I like the kerfuffle better. So I just fold it in flat. And this is basically to hide this fray. So when you cut mesh with scissors or with a rotary cutter, and you don't heat seal it, it will start to have like strings, which is called frays. And when you kind of do these kind of ruffles and stuff like that, it hides it. So I think I like this one way better. You guys can figure out whatever you want to do. But once this starts bunching up, I think it's going to look absolutely adorable. All right, and we're just going to, we'll do the kerfuffle all the way. So you can also do poofs, just poofs if you want. There is all kinds on our YouTube channel of ways to do different things on the character board. So you have the supplies, just pick whatever you want. But see how they're all bunching up like together? You definitely don't see the board. And I definitely like, yes, the zip ties are open because we're just placing the whole thing. So I just fold over, and make a ruffle. So once I make the ruffle, I'm turning it because I want the cut side facing down. And then what I'm doing is I'm putting where I pinched right in the middle, right over top of the zip tie, and doing the zip tie up. Nice and tight. You can cut your zip tie tails off like as you go, or you can wait till you're done and go all the way around. Yes, these are 10-inch pieces. Now, I mean 20-inch pieces, sorry, 20-inch pieces. However, if you want to do 10-inch, you can go around row 1 and then go around row 2 as well. It'll give you smaller ruffles, and you can still do the kerfuffle. But honestly, guys, I wasn't feeling too great before I started, so I thought I'm just going to get this done really fast. And a 20-inch kerfuffle does almost the same thing. It just gives you a bigger ruffle. Okay. Well, thank you for floating my boat. Yes, this mesh is really pretty. I do put a lot of thought when I'm doing my kits. So my kits take, I just don't order something and just to make a kit. I've ordered these months in advance. That's why the hats, I have so many, is because I pre-order them all. So we're just going to be doing 16 of these. The sign is actually a vinyl decal. So when you flip this over, your whole wreath board, it's completely clean, so your customer doesn't see the party at the front. This would be really, really cool for kids to do. This is a really easy one. Literally folding mesh in half and sticking it. As long as they know how to work the zip tie, they're good to go. It makes it look softer. I like it because it really hides the cut edges. And like I said, you can do 10-inch pieces and do like 32 of them. So that would be 16 on the inner and 16 on the outer. Okay, and it would make it, it would give it even a different look than what I'm doing right now. But it's really filling up nicely. Yes, this is Snowdrift iridescent mesh that you get in the kit. Starting your first workshop in November. That's awesome. I miss doing workshops. I loved doing workshops. I met so many great people when I held workshops. And I would just rent a local Legion. Rent the hall, because most Legions have a hall that they will rent to you. And They also, most Legions will have a bar. So they hold the license. So you can actually have the bar open, and you don't have to hold a liquor license because the Legion does. So I used to call it Cocktails and Create, because everybody would come on a Friday or Saturday night. I would hold a workshop, and they would come with their friends, and I would provide them with all their stuff. And it would be about 2.5 hours, and they would have a few cocktails and a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work for me, but it was a lot of fun. Oh, I would have hot glues going, Dana. I even had like the pneumatic staple guns going, and because I taught more than just wreaths, I taught all kinds of stuff, sign making and clocks and pillow painting, and you named it, I taught it. But they were so much fun, and I would have like 50 people, literally. I would sell out of my workshops as soon as I post them, and they would come from all over the place to come to my workshop. So you could make a lot of money in one night. And it was a lot of fun. No, the modified board is completely empty in the center, so there's really nothing to put the vinyl on. The character board is meant for our images. What is a workshop? Well, I would pretty much do what I'm doing with you guys right now, but live. So I would have people come to a hall, and it was always one of the Legion halls, and I would teach them. They would have all the supplies, and I would just teach them what I'm doing right now. Exactly. And they would leave, and most of them had no crafting skills or whatever. But they would leave with beautiful finished items and a good time. So it was a lot of fun. I miss it. I would have my whole family would go set up for me because my back. So they would go set up and then come back and tear it all down. Okay, one more left. These are going on at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. There we go. We are done his face. So like I said, I will flip this over so I can show you what I'm talking about. Now, I know it's in his face. I will be moving it back. So if you want to do 10-inch pieces, what you would do is you can do your zip ties from here to the outside of the board. Here to the outside of the board. 10-inch pieces all the way around, 16 of them. Then you can do from here, the inner part, to here, another 16 pieces. It will give it a totally different look. Okay? Or if you're not feeling good and tired like me, you do 20-inch pieces with 16 zip ties. All right, I'm not even bother really pushing anything out of the way because, well, maybe I will so you guys can see his face. So I'm just gonna push some of this out of the way. You can see his face. His beautiful face. And I think I just seen Ivis popping on. Yes, I did. I had hundreds of rotary cutters. I had hundreds of scissors. And I built my stock up as my workshops filled up. So it started getting to where I had 2 complete hauls booked, and I would hire people to help run around to the 2 halls. So the 2 halls were connected at the top floor, and I would run from hall to hall. But I also had people that I paid that would help people taking the workshop. Mostly they were there just to socialize and make something fun. Yeah, you can have them bring your own scissors and do like I do. Cut a piece of cardboard. Now, I have these cardboard actually specifically made at 6 by 10. There's no way we're standing there cutting 6 by 10. But if you only have 20 people, it's easy to cut out a piece of cardstock 10 inches long, and then tell them to bring their scissors. And you can bring everything else. All right, so that's his head. Now you're going to need hot glue for his pipe, and I'm going to cut the pipe down because it's a little bit long. And his mouth is... So I was thinking of sitting it kind of on the mesh like that. Kind of off my game today, guys. So I apologize. I'm really not feeling the greatest. I'm going to make a cute bow for him. And then we're going to attach his hat. And we're going to call it a night. Okay, so I hate when they bend the ribbon. I'm going to cut the end of that off. It's always a bend. So this is a 1.5 inch ribbon. It's a metallic ribbon. I really liked it because it matched his hat really nicely. So I am going to make a bow. Now, he's pretty fluffy. Let me see how long I want his bow tie. That looks good. How long is this? 15. So 5, 10. So I'm going to cut a few pieces. Now, I would do it on a bow maker, but not everybody has a bow maker. So I'm going to do it the cheater way. I am going to cut 16-inch pieces. Actually, I probably should do... Where's my cardboard? Let me do 20-inch pieces. Just in case you don't have a cutting mat or a ruler or anything. You can wrap your... this is a 9-inch hat. And it's a flat hat. So it's gonna go like that. Okay, so we're just making his bow tie right now. So I'm going to cut 20-inch pieces. I'm going to cut 3 of them. You can cut how many you want. Snowflakes on them. No, I will not be selling the hat separately. No, ma'am. I bought enough for the kids. So I'm going to do just 3 loops. Okay, so we got 3 20-inch pieces. And then I'm also going to do a 20-inch piece for the tail of the bow. So again, I'm just using my cardboard. If you have a bow maker, obviously you would use your bow maker. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take one piece of the 20-inch and just fold it down like this. Okay, this is going to be our tail. Maybe I have lots of ribbon. Maybe I'll do 2 tails. Maybe I'll do a 12-inch too, because from this way to this way is 6. Okay. Yes, the kit comes with everything. All you need is scissors. I got you covered. So I'm going to do a 12-inch tail as well. Why not? Why not? And we'll dovetail that in a bit. And actually, maybe I will do a couple 12-inch. I don't think so. We'll see how our bow goes. All right, so we're gonna put these to the side. These are our tails. You're gonna take your 20-inch piece. I have 200 kits. Once they're gone, they're gone. Okay, so this is my half mark. I'm gonna take this edge and bring it about a half an inch over top of where I fold. You can see the fold here. All right, just like that. Where this one is, let me zoom down to this. Okay, and I'm going to do that for all three. You got your candy corn kit. The candy corn kit is so much fun. They're all a lot of fun. Especially if you do a Sunday afternoon, get your kit. Pick a Sunday afternoon where, you know, it's, you know, cold outside or whatever, or rainy. And just take an hour or two to do your kit. It's a lot of fun. Have it as you time. Because the finished project is what counts the most. Because I can't tell you how much it means when you have that, oh my God, I made that. Like, that is what I got from doing workshops all the time, is people loved. They didn't care if it was the ugliest thing on earth. They made that. And they thought it was fabulous. And it was fabulous. Because they made that. So that's what you get from, you know, not just this kit, but anything, any kind of crafting. When you do it by hand, especially if you're making it for gifts, I'm telling you, when people find out you actually made it for them, they really appreciate the gift a lot more. Because you really put your heart and soul when you make a gift, right? Okay, so I'm going to make an X. All right. Now, again, more experienced. If you have a bow maker, go for it. Make a big, huge, fluffy bow. I'm doing this for people that don't have bow makers. And we're just doing a simple little bow for the bottom of him. So you're going to make an X. And how I'm making the X is I'm just going over top of where the two overlap. Okay? Just like that. And then I'm going to take the third one and go straight across. Okay? I know, homemade gifts are where it's at, especially now. You know, with COVID, we all have lots of time and everything. Do some homemade gifts. I love homemade gifts. I love it. Because you know what? If I want to buy something, I'm just going to go buy it. I am. But if my kids make me something, it just makes it so much more better. All right, so I'm taking the zip tie. I got my tails. There's that 12-inch I cut. That's the 20-inch. And we got our X with the third one going over top. I'm going to take my zip tie and I'm going underneath the 12-inch, underneath the 20-inch, and then right underneath all three of these pieces. And I'm going to do my zip tie up. Just like that. I'm going to flip it over. Okay. Doesn't go on sale till 9:30. I will be done way before they go on sale. So you guys are going to be able to see what it looks like. Now I am going a little bit fast just because, like I said, I'm not feeling the greatest tonight. So then I'm going to take, so this is what it looks like on the back. I'm going to take another zip tie. And what I'm going to do is slide it underneath that zip tie. It just went around the bow. Like that. And now I'm going to do it up nice and tight. Now I'm making sure that I'm in the middle. And if you have glue, hot glue, use the hot glue to go over top of on the pieces that we did. You can put a dab of hot glue. But if you don't have the hot glue, it's okay. As long as you make sure you're in the middle Do your zip tie nice and tight, and you're going to cut this zip tie tail off. Okay, there we go. We're going to fluff this bow once we put it on our snowman. Oh, I need to zoom back out. Some people like to put their hat to the side. You may want to put it right in the center. I kind of like mine right in the center. We're going to put our corn cob pipe on. On the back, it is a flat side. And this is wired. So there's lots of glitter on here. And it's all wired. We're going to take a zip tie. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over so you guys can see. And I want it to go in the center of my snowman. The center is right between the two hanging holes. Okay, so I'm going to put a zip tie down this hole, which is right in the center, and then back down this hole. You can put your hat to the side of your snowman face, whatever you want to do. I'm going to put mine in the middle. Okay, so there it is right there. Take my hat. And I am going to zip tie one part of my zip tie. I gotta zoom down so you guys can see this. One part of my zip tie is on one side of this wire. There's a wire going right here. And then the other part is, there's another wire right here. I'm going to zip tie my hat right onto my board. Like that. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that. Now, actually it looks kind of cute crooked, but I probably will put it straight. I'm going to tighten it. I'm not going to tighten it right up because I need to turn it. Sorry, I'm going to face this towards me so I can see what I'm doing here. There we go. And then you can move around your mesh. It's stuck. Alrighty. And I'm going to cut the zip tie off. Now, obviously you can see everything because we're looking up his head. Cut that off. Okay. Now, if you want it so it doesn't move forward, we can put another zip tie. Woo! From here, from that hole to the outside of the board and his hat. So we'll zip tie it in two different places. And that way you don't have to hot glue it. Yeah, if you like it tipped, you know, it's your own, it's your creation. You can do whatever you want. So I'm from this hole to the outside of the board, and I'm going to pull it tight, and that way his hat will lay flat. Yeah, this kit is really pretty awesome. It is one of my favorites that I've made, although there's plenty coming. Okay, now we'll move around the mesh so you can see his face. Let's see. He is adorable. Okay, where is my pipe? Actually, we'll put our bow on. Okay, so I want to put the bow right in the middle of him. So again, we're going to find the middle, which is straight down. So where it says patent pending, there's 3 holes. That is the center. And I'm going to put my bow going down the center of that zip tie. And I'm not going to do it up tight because you can see how high this mesh is. If you pull it down too tight, it will get sunk into the mesh. I'm going down the 2 holes. So, oh, wrong hole. Wrong hole. So I want to go where it says patent pending there. All right, down there. There we go. That's better. Okay, I'll flip it over so you can see. So there is where I put my bow. And I'm not going to do it up tight because I don't want it to sink into my mesh. So I just did it up a little bit and I cut the tail off. So if I pulled it all the way down, it would get sunk into our mesh and we don't want it like that. So I'm just going to open up the bow. And you can do the bow however you want. Like I said, if you have a bow maker, but I just want a simple bow because it's like a little bit of a bow tie for him. Just open it up. And then you can move your loops around. And then we're gonna V the edge. What you do is you take the end of your ribbon, fold it over lengthwise, and where the folded edge is, you're going to cut from the inside of the folded edge to the corner, and you're going to make a V shaped. So I'm going to do it for all 4 of these tails. Yes, you can buy the board separately. You can also buy the face separately. The only thing I think I have, okay, his bow is on. Again, do whatever you want. We'll move his face a bit. And now I'm going to put his corncob pipe in his mouth. Now, it's pretty long. However, you could have it short so it's like right on his face. I don't know if you guys... Can you even see? Actually, I kind of like it on his face. So I'm going to cut it down to about right here. Let me see. You could have it coming up on his mash. Like I said, I'm going to glue it on his face right to his mouth. So I'm just going to mark it with a pen. And I'm just going to cut it with I'll see if my wire nippers will work. So I don't want to use my scissors. Well, it does work. There we go. So I cut the pipe off just a little bit because like I said, I'm going to glue it right to his face. I'll just trim all the little bit of wood here. There we go. So it's a real corncob pipe. Well, you don't smoke it, but it is made with corncob. You can only get the hat with the kit. And I'm just going to move some of his mesh out of his face. Like I said, you could put some snowflakes on there. But I think he is pretty adorbs, just like this. I have my glue gun going. And I'm going to glue his little pipe right from his mouth. So I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue on the end of the pipe and a little bit on the back of the corn cob. There we go. And just hold it on there for a second. Oh, he's adorbs. His like hat is everything. I got glue all over, I mean, glitter. Alrighty, now you can move his mesh back. And that's it, we're done. Now you have lots of ribbon left. You can make a ribbon hanger. If you don't know what a ribbon hanger is, I do have a couple tutorials on my YouTube channel on how to make a ribbon hanger. But now I'm trying to see it without, I'm going to move the camera up so I can hold it upright. Oh, I really put it there. Let's move his pipe down a bit. Look how cute he is. I'm trying not to get the glare of the light so you guys could see it. This is adorable. Super adorable, really fast to make. I did it in less than an hour. Like I said, you can do your ruffles at 10 inches if you'd like. You can put his hat towards the side. You can add some snowflakes. However you do it, just have fun doing it. Look how cute it is. And it's original sign. The face is an actual artist face. I'm trying to move it around so that there, we'll tip it a little bit. There, that's better. Yeah, you can, we do have white lights. You can put white lights in them too. That would be really cute. But I just wanted to show you how easy it was. And it's a lot of fun. So you can spend it like a Sunday afternoon, like I said, if it's raining out or whatever, and make yourself a really cute snowman. Okay, guys, I am going to sign off. And I can't wait to see what you guys make. Don't forget, 9:30. So that's in about a half an hour. It's going to be on live, uniqueinthecreek.com and uniqueinthecreek.ca. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.